Wow, that's amazing. So this is the Hygge, hope I've said that right, Vesta, and this is the 2025 edition. This is the updated version of the bike that I've had for some time now, and they wanted to send me a new one to show me how much they've improved it. And well, let's go out for a ride and I'll come back and tell you how much they've improved it. Can't beat a nice ride out on a sunny day. I mean, coming to a hill, do I want to change gear or change power? When you got as much power as this has got, oh, it's taking off. Not fifth mode, definitely. Wow, that's amazing. Whoa, careful. Easy there, Tiger. Yeah, definitely a lot more power. This is a quite bumpy little road, like a gravel track, farmer's gravel track, and yeah, the 20x4 tyres definitely take out a lot of the shocks on the old bum, and the new seat is much more comfortable than the old one as well. Just as a bit of an example about how powerful this motor is, I'm going to leave it in power assistance mode 2. It's in gear 5. And I'm on a bit of a field right now, so, and there's a bit of an incline coming as well, so obviously there's no throttle, so it's just a case of pedal, pedal, pedal. See if we can get up this little bit of a bump. Oh yeah, like it's nothing at all. It's such a fun bike to ride though, it really is. So yeah, going over this rough stuff, it's a good couple of tests really. First of all, it tests if there's anything loose on the bike, you can hear it banging around. And the other one, obviously, it tests how comfy the saddle is, how well the suspension's working. Fair enough, this bike's only got front suspension, there's no rear suspension. But those 20-inch by 4-inch wide fat tyres sure do make a difference. I'm not pedaling at the moment, I'm just coasting. There's no throttle on this bike, so you can't just throttle or anything like that. But let's just go across a bit of a field and go up a bit of a hill and see how it copes. I've been off-road a fair bit in this, and it's been good so far, but going across a farmer's field footpath, well, you know what they're like. They're not smooth, and there's a nice big gradient up there as well. So I can test it on the gradient to see how well it does. So I'm not changing gear. I'll leave it in assistance level 1. And I'm in 3rd gear. And it's pulling me up the hill. Plenty strong motor. In fact, if I was just to put it in level assistance mode 3, yeah, literally whizzing up here now. I'm hardly putting any effort whatsoever on the pedals. You don't even know there's a hill there. From the old bike, there is a lot more power. Let's knock it back down to level 1. There's a lot more power in this than there ever used to be. So, but yeah, if you don't want to use the battery, obviously it has got 7 gears. So just knock it down a couple of gears, put it in 1st gear, and then up to 15 miles an hour, this will give you assistance. So like I say, it's fully UK or European legal or whatever, in terms of, like I say, no throttle, and it'll only assist up to 15 point something miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. But yeah, it's lovely and quiet, nice and peaceful. Just what you want from a little bike ride out, really, isn't it? Pretty cool bike, love it actually. I mean, obviously I've ridden the last one they gave me for about a year and a bit now, and it's been everywhere. Just love it. A very durable bike, very well constructed. Fits in the back of the camper van perfectly fine as well when it's folded. So yeah, it's the kind of bike that really is what your class as a does anything really you throw at it. So this 2025 version, well, what can I say? Massive improvement. Definitely noticed the extra power, comfort as well. Just unbox it, put the handlebars together, put the pedals on, and you're off. I'm just going to see if I can replicate the route I did on the older version of this. So we've got a bit of a road climbing comparison as well. So let's start off first gear on level 1 assistance. Drop it to second gear, still level 1 assistance. Back down to first gear. I'm slowing down now, doing about 8 miles an hour. So let's go to level 2 assistance in first gear. So level 3 assistance, first gear, minimal effort on the pedals, 10 miles an hour. There we go, just clogged it up to second gear, 10 miles an hour. Let's drop it back down to first level of assistance, because we are leveling out now. So third gear. Whew. So I'll keep it in fifth level of assistance, seventh gear, 15.8. The motor stops helping. Let's see how fast I can get down this hill. Obviously there's no motor assistance now, just all me on the little bike. Seventh gear. "26 miles an hour. Knackered. Whew. It's not bad though for a bike with little wheels, little fat tyre wheels as well. Fair enough, it was downhill. Right. Let's knock it back down to assistance mode 1. So let's just go over the improvements over the last bike. So it's a 48 volt system, a 14 amp hour battery, and like I say, they've massively improved the climbing performance of the electrical system. It's still a 250 watt rear hub motor, but yeah, through their sort of like tweaking of the electrics, that does now pull uphill just amazingly. I can't fault it at all. It's just brilliant. Over the last model, we've got palm grips rather than just straight bar grips. The gear system is changed, so it's now a Shimano 7-speed gear system. You've got a rear brake light as well. So before it was just sort of like a front light and a rear light, whereas now you've got a front light, a rear light and a brake light as well. So obviously lets people know what's going on around you. They've improved the seat as well. So you've now got, is it a Silly Royale seat? So like I say, I've been doing, I think I've been out for about an hour and a bit, just doing on and off little bits of this video, like sort of 8 miles or something like that. Yeah, very, very, very comfortable seat. They've also improved the folding mechanism as well. So pedals fold in like that. You've got this bar pushes over. That's a lovely locking mechanism on there. Before it was a bit different than that, like a little bit of a different handle on it, which did make it a little bit more difficult. And obviously then the handlebars as well. So handlebars down, pedals do that. And then the bike folds up. So that's it. Lovely, neat, compact folding e-bike. This easily fits in the back of my camper van. In fact, under the bed, I could probably fit if I did it in the right way, 3 or 4 of these in there. They're that compact. And like I say, just, yeah, dead lightweight as well. So to pick it up, fold it back in, click that back in place. Well, there we go, that's clicked back in place. Pedals are all done. And you've got a kickstand on there as well. Yeah, lovely folding bike. They've also improved the screen, so that the control screen there, you've basically got a clearer screen than it used to have. So yeah, better than that. And obviously don't forget, you've got, well, they call them heavy duty puncture resistant tyres. So yeah, decent tyres on there as well. The brakes have improved as well, so they've gone with a different manufacturer of the brakes. They're hydraulic disc brakes, and I can say that they are absolutely brilliant. They are an improvement over the other one. So yeah, definitely for my money, brakes and power should come hand in hand. So you have to take the seat post off to pull the battery out. So once you've taken the seat post off, basically just unlock the battery and then lift it up. There we go. So then put the battery back in. It's pretty much the same sort of procedure. You can see where it goes in. It guides in, goes in with a click, and then just turn the lock on the other side, take the key out, and then once you obviously want to go riding again, put the seat back on, and then clip that back in place, and then you got the bike again. They give you this lovely little Velcro strap, and that is to help keep the bike together once it's folded, so it doesn't sort of like chafe around or anything like that. Now you've obviously got this rear rack, which I can definitely attest to saying will carry everything you need. Oh, and it's got these little bungee straps and everything with it as well, and they're all fixed to it, so yeah, that'll carry everything you want. Like you know, crates of beer, crates of pop, your shopping, wood from the local sort of like, you know, place you want to start a campfire. So yeah, very happy with that. So the bike is available in black or white. It is a fully EU UK road legal e-bike. It has a 250 watt rear motor, and there's no throttle or anything like that. I know some of you have a question about throttle, so what they've decided to do at Hygge is just basically put no throttle on there at all. So it gets around that. So yeah, you have 5 levels of essentially power assistance, and 7 speeds gears, the Shimano gears. And with that combination and its improved climbability, yeah, it's pretty cool. And for a bike that only weighs 27 kilos as well, so that is quite a significant weight saving considering the size of it, the fact that it's a fat tire bike, that it's got this nice big frame on it, the ability to have like 15 kilograms of weight on the back as well, with a lovely little rack on there, 14 amp hour battery as well, which is you know, significant. It's going to get you a lot of range. Their estimated range is 50 miles out of a full charge of that battery, and that is on varying levels of assistance. So they're assuming you're going to pedal, because obviously it's a pedal assist bike, and therefore you've got to just assume that most of the time you're going to go flat, a little bit of hill, a little bit of downhill, and you're going to change the assistance levels or so. I know on my bike that I've had for a long time now, I got 85 miles out of one battery sort of charge, from 100% to absolutely flat. This wouldn't even power up, about 85 miles. So yeah, I like cycling, so I probably sometimes even turn the assist off. And don't forget, because it's a legal bike, as soon as it gets over 15 miles an hour, the assist shuts down anyway. So you don't get the motor, you don't get anything. You are basically just cycling yourself. As far as rider weight is 130 kilograms. So yeah, the construction of the bike being so chunky and well made with the big tires and everything else, 130 kilograms of rider weight is very, very generous as well. So we talked about the range and taking the power out of the bike, but how fast is it to charge? And I would say this is probably one of the fastest charging batteries e-bikes that I've had. So from flat, charges around about 4 to 4.5 hours, and that is because they put a fast charge in the box. So unlike other bikes I've had where it might even be less capacity than that and it takes 7 hours to charge, on this one much faster charging time, and a bigger battery because they've put a fast charger in there. So I don't know why everyone isn't doing that, but yeah, it makes sense to do it. So when you switch it on, you'll see what I mean now by the nice display. So you get a nice little flash like that. The display comes on, it's lovely and clear, shows obviously all the distance details down there, and then basically you can go through information, display settings, passwords you can set up so it can't be switched on without putting a password in. Bluetooth, yes, there is an app for this, I'll link it down below, which you can get some of these stats just sent to your Bluetooth app. So yeah, all that is just a quick press of the power button. And then through the plus and minus button, you have the ability to change the power assistance mode, like I say, all the way up to level 5. And by pressing and holding the plus button, it turns the light on. You can see there the light comes on. You've got horn on this side, it's quite a good horn. Rear brake on this side, like I say, nice palm size grips there with a little palm rest on the end. You can actually just unfold the handlebars like that and change the angle of them as you ride in it, well obviously as you stop and do that. The other side, you've got the 7-speed Shimano gears with gear levers under there and there for changing up and down gears. And this side obviously you've got front brake and then the palm rest that way. Now the handlebars do actually change height as well. So using that little thing there, you can raise the height of the handlebars. So there's plenty of adjustments to get the perfect rider kind of stats for you, the way it feels and everything else. But yeah, so front light is there. It's quite a bright front light. You've got front shocks, front mudguard, and obviously the front disc hydraulic brakes. And then you've got these little fittings on the side on both sides, so you can put another front rack maybe on if you wanted to do, or as I did on mine, I put a bottle holder so I could put a water bottle or something in the side. So folding mechanism there, like I say, each pedal folds as well. Quick release for the bike seat, so you can get the battery up and down or just take the bike seat off for neatness, compactness when you're folding it. You've got a nice side stand as well. The rear hydraulic brakes, got a rear mudguard, and then obviously this 15 kilogram bike rack, when they give you the straps, bungee straps, and a strap as well that helps you fasten it together when it's folded. And on this side, like I say, you've got Shimano Alto 7-speed gears. So yeah, that is the bike. That's the folding mechanism for the center frame. And yeah, it's a cool bike. Looks cool. Definitely sort of stops heads. I've had a lot of people when I've been riding mine for the last year or so, so it looks like a sort of motorbike, you know, it looks a decent bike, very sturdy. So can't recommend it enough really. Like I say, everything that I've experienced on it has been a positive experience. Let's talk about the bike size. So just so you know, when it's unfolded, the length is 165 centimeters, the width is 20 centimeters, and the height is 117 centimeters. So yeah, that's the sort of spec you're looking at as it stands right now. So then when the bike's folded, it's 98 centimeters in length, 52 centimeters in width, and the height is 76 centimeters. So if you're between 5'3" and 6'5", this bike will provide the right comfort, the right levels of seat height and handlebar height and everything like that for you. So as far as me, I am 5'10" and I weigh about 105 kilograms, and I find this bike totally fine. And the bike itself at 27 kilograms, as it sits right now, I also find that it's totally manageable lifting it in and out of my garage in my camper van. This new bike is the same weight as the old bike, so therefore there's no change with that. The dimensions and everything else of the bike haven't changed. They've basically just improved a little bit of the ride comfort with the seat and the brakes, so it stops better, and with the motor on there and the electrics and things like that, it's got more oomph going uphill, which, you know, for an e-bike, if you're like me with a dodgy knee, you're riding an e-bike for a reason. And when you get to a hill, you don't want to get off and push it. You actually just kind of like, you know, you want to just accept that these things happen in life. The assistance, the gears, yourself, you'll get up the hill now. Whereas before, you might not have gone up the hill. So as usual, if you want the full spec and all the extra details from the website, the link will be in the video description down below. Right, I am going to pack up my camera gear, get back, probably via about another 8 miles or so, because, you know, why not? It's a lovely day and I've got a great bike to ride.